Well, otherwise, another nice one today. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Certainly was warm. 81 the official high here in Lafayette. That was after a morning start in the 50s and 60s area wide. All of our locations now in the middle 70s at the top of the hour. 77 here in the hub city. Dew points have been in the 50s, so still not too terribly uncomfortable, but muggier air will arrive by tomorrow and then the start of the upcoming week. Satellite radar composite shows surface high pressure now off to our east, and that has allowed for an onshore flow out of the Gulf of Mexico, thus increasing that Gulf moisture to be more noticeable tomorrow. Clouds continuing to stream in from Mexico and Texas, and those will move into Acadiana as the night wears on and then into the day tomorrow. We are milder tonight. In fact, low temperatures only settling in the mid-60s. So that's where we'll start the day tomorrow. Could see some patchy fog in spots, but shouldn't be overly widespread. And then definitely more clouds tomorrow compared to the past few days. So we'll call it mostly cloudy to at times overcast. Still warm, upper 70s to lower 80s into the afternoon. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of isolated, very light showers throughout the day, but rain chances not much higher than 20%. Southerly winds will kick in again at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Rain and storm chances on their way up as we head into the upcoming week. Severe storm risk as we head into Wednesday. We'll talk a little bit more about that, and of course I'll have a full look at our forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
The countdown is on to Monday's total solar eclipse, and while excitement is building, the weather may not totally cooperate in some places. That path of totality will span the United States from Texas all the way to Maine, plunging areas along that path into darkness for about 4 minutes. In parts of Texas, the forecast is calling for clouds and some possible storms, which could make it difficult to see the eclipse, but the darkness of totality will still be an amazing sight for people there. But in cities in Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio along that path of totality, only a few clouds are expected, which means there's a good chance of seeing the eclipse. Further north, favorable viewing conditions are forecast in Niagara Falls, New York, and Holton, Maine. But the best weather for viewing the eclipse is predicted to be in Burlington, Vermont. Eclipse tourism has prompted a surge in hotel bookings and vacation rentals. Airbnb reporting a 1,000% increase in searches for stays along the solar eclipse path of totality. Indianapolis Airbnbs going for as much as $4,000 a night, according to the company. Less than 2 hours north of San Antonio in Llano, Texas, the mayor saying their small community of about 3,200 people is expecting as many as 50 to 60,000 visitors to descend on the small town.
We have been trying to make sure our residents understand that this is going to be something like they've never seen before.
Meanwhile, many kids are getting excited about Monday's solar spectacle. Some schools closing for the day or dismissing students early, and many school districts are handing out solar glasses to help keep kids safe as they watch the eclipse. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
One Louisiana school district making a big decision ahead of April 8th's total solar eclipse. This week, the Jefferson Parish School Board announcing early dismissal for students on Monday. As for Acadiana, schools are set to be in regular session, with some taking precautionary measures as necessary.
Weather-wise, more clouds and muggier as we round out the weekend tomorrow, and then rain and storm chances not too far behind. We'll talk your full weather details coming up right after this break. Welcome back. Hopefully everyone's having a nice weekend so far. Warm out there today, 81 here in Lafayette. That was after a morning start in the 50s and 60s area wide. We'll see similar temperatures tomorrow, at least for our high temperatures. More clouds. It's going to be more humid as well to round out the weekend. And then we got rain and storm chances that'll be following into the upcoming week. Probably a risk of severe storms as well come Wednesday. So we'll get to that in just a second. First off, here's what we have going on currently. 77 in Lafayette. Dew points today in the 50s. So again, it's still not too terribly uncomfortable, but we will see those dew points coming up as we head into the day tomorrow, and especially the first half of the upcoming week. So muggy, kind of uncomfortable conditions, and we'll see some showers and storms as well by then as well. Still a southeasterly breeze coming in at 12 miles per hour, and those breezes will stick with us as we round out the weekend tomorrow. Temperature forecast, if you're heading out this evening, not too bad. Eventually we'll get into the 60s after about about the 9-10 o'clock hour, but it will be a milder night ahead. Most of us in mid-60s by tomorrow morning. Satellite radar composite picture looks like this. Surface high now off to our east. If you remember yesterday, it was just offshore, but now again a little bit further to the east, allowing for an onshore flow out of the Gulf of Mexico, starting to increase that low-level moisture, but more noticeable tomorrow. Clouds streaming in from Mexico and Texas. That'll continue to move into Acadiana tonight, and then as we head into tomorrow, a wet clean sweep on Power Doppler 3. So other than maybe some patchy fog first thing tomorrow morning, no major issues overnight tonight. Again, all of us in the mid-60s first thing in the morning. Notice more clouds for our Sunday, so we'll call it mostly cloudy at times. Overcast, it stays warm, upper 70s to lower 80s into the afternoon. Southerly breezes will continue at 10 to 15. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 1 or 2 very light isolated showers throughout the day at around 20%. But I think higher rain chances will be setting up further to the north and west across Sinla and then the northern part of the state. Here we go into Monday, even a milder start. We'll be lucky to drop into the upper 60s for a low, and then a mostly cloudy sky throughout our Monday. Unfortunately, again, we have the solar eclipse, but viewing could be pretty difficult here in Acadiana thanks to the cloud cover. And we're also going to have lurking showers and thunder showers throughout the day. Probably even a little bit more coverage than what the graph model is showing here. I got rain chances at 60%. Lower to 40% on Tuesday, but then highest rain chances of the week will be late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning as the storm system is going to be pushing through, so showers and storms likely. We are going to see a risk of severe storms as well, so we'll watch that closely for you over the next couple of days. Thereafter, once we get on the back side of this particular feature, another nice, comfortable, and cooler air mass moving into Acadiana for the end of the upcoming week. Winds pretty light tonight, and they'll pick up mid-morning, afternoon hours tomorrow, sustained at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. As mentioned, could see some patches of fog later on tonight through first thing tomorrow morning. Not overly widespread, but some areas, especially those rural areas, could see some reduced visibility, so just be on the lookout for that if you're going to be up early enough tomorrow morning. 65 only your low temperature tonight. Mostly cloudy skies moving in. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy to overcast. 81 into the afternoon. Muggier conditions as well. Couple isolated showers, rain chances though not much higher than 20%, 60% on Monday as clouds kind of dominate. So again, solar eclipse viewing could be in jeopardy here locally. 40% Tuesday, 80-90% Wednesday, especially the first half of Wednesday. Severe storm risk, and then a nicer, cooler stretch of weather for the end of the week with high temperatures returning to the 70s. 65 tonight, we're near 81 tomorrow afternoon. And there are a lot of cloud cover. That's a look at weather for now, but stay with us. We're going to have more for you coming up after the break.